Hi, and welcome to another Travel Tuesday. I am Megan Bethel, and today we are talking about everything with Walt Disney World. So we're talking about traveling to amusement parks this month. So first I wanted to start off with talking about planning your budget. Number one, make a reasonable budget. There are too many times travel agents complain because they're trying to stick to a family's budget and it is much too low. If you have never been and you have no idea what you're supposed to be paying or anywhere close, talk to your travel agent. Especially, this is something I do for all my customers. I try and give them as many options as possible so they know approximately what they're spending. So have your travel agent do a couple different options, like with or without dining, staying on property, staying off property, just so you have an idea of what all you should be spending. Also with Disney, basically the more you spend, the more you save in percentage. So the more days you stay, the higher percentage you save. If you add on staying at the resort, upgrading your park tickets, adding on dining, you save money. There are tons of ways to save. My biggest tip is just to stay on property. Over the long run, you're going to end up saving more money if you stay on property and get a dining plan. Because if you get the dining plan, once you go there, all your meals are already paid for. So I'm going to take a minute and talk about the different resort hotels and some benefits to staying at them. First of all, there are 3 different levels of resort hotels. There's the value resorts, which is going to be your lowest price, which is great for small families and people with kids because it's very colorful. Moderate, which is your next level. It's a little more expensive, still very affordable, but a little bit nicer. There are just a few differences. Next is the deluxe. Deluxe is your ultimate in luxury, basically high-end, luxurious resort. The benefits of staying at a resort versus not, basically, is one is extra magic hours. Extra magic hours basically means that an hour before the park opens or up to 4 hours after closing time, you can ride rides or whatever at the parks and don't have to deal with the regular crowds, which is great if you're going during a popular time of the year or you just want to ride one of your favorite rides 50 billion times and not worry about a line or fast passes. I'll talk about fast passes later on in this video. Also, transportation. With staying at the resort hotels, you get transportation to and from the airport, which means you don't have to rent a car. Woohoo! Save money there. Also, you can add on a dining plan. You can save a lot of money by getting a dining plan. People don't realize this, but you should get one. There are different levels of dining plans. Just talk to your travel agent about what all is available on the different dining plans. Basically, again, the higher the dining plan, the more you're going to save and the more options you're going to have with it. But definitely get one. It's a great way to get character dining and other things with the dining plan. Save money. So I know I'm like blazing through this, but there's like a lot of information that I'm trying to get in a very short amount of time. So next I'm going to talk about theme parks and park tickets. So basically there are your 4 basic theme parks, and then there are 2 water parks, and then there's the downtown Disney area. So theme park tickets. There's the base ticket, which base ticket gets you into 1 theme park per day. for your entire stay. If you add on certain add-ons, you can get extra stuff, and again, you're gonna save higher in percentage the more stuff you add on. There's you can add on no expiration park hopper, which allows you into all 4 theme parks as much as you want in whatever order you want for every day of your stay. So you can go to 2 in one day, you can go to all 4 in one day, you can go to 3 in one day, whatever you want. Which is great if you've been there multiple times and you just want to go around riding your favorite rides, or you're there longer in the week and you've already experienced the 4 theme parks and you just want to go back and ride a few favorite rides. And then you can add on also water parks, a more fun option. This gets you into both water parks and Disney Quest, which is at Downtown Disney. It's like 5 or 6 story arcade. It has every arcade game that you could ever imagine in your entire life in one place. They have retro games, and then they have like newer technology games. I don't even know what to call it, but it's pretty fun, great to check out, especially if you enjoy video games. And then there are 4 basic theme parks, like I said. There's Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and Animal Kingdom. Those are your 4 major theme parks, and then the water parks are Blizzard Beach and Typhoon Lagoon. Blizzard Beach and Typhoon Lagoon, they're both fun, both have different stuff to offer, both have great lazy rivers if you're into that, both have wave pools, so I mean, both have water slides. Really, you just go to one or the other, or both, doesn't matter. Yeah, and now I'm going to talk about my top 10 must-do attractions, and then I'll finish off with some extra tips. So, I wrote myself a list, so if I'm not looking at the camera, I'm looking at my list. Number 10 is Soarin'. Soarin' is at Epcot. It is a simulator ride where you're like gliding over California. Why couldn't I think of the word? You're gliding over California in a hang glider type ride. It's really cool, it's really relaxing. Even if you're afraid of heights, a lot of people like it. Number 9, Festival of the Lion King at Animal Kingdom. Great family show, great to take the kids to. You sit in a section and you are designated as a certain animal. So when they call your section, you have to make a certain animal noise. It's really fun. They have songs and dances and all your favorite Lion King songs are in there. Number 8 is Dumbo. I know your older kids are going to say it's a baby ride, but Dumbo is one of those classic rides. You just gotta do the classic rides. You know? Ride It's a Small World. Ride all of them. But definitely ride Dumbo. It's a classic ride. Definitely do it. Number 7. Great movie ride. It's at Hollywood Studios. Great for movie buffs, or non-movie buffs alike. It's a little bit interactive. There's a little storyline that goes along with it, and they take you through some great classic movies. Number 6 is Test Track. It's you're in a high-speed car. It goes like 60 miles an hour. It goes through different tests that a car would go through to make sure that it's safe before it goes out on the market. So you're basically like a test dummy. It's just kind of fun. Number 5 is Kilimanjaro Safari. This is a great way to get up close with live animals and get great pictures, and there's a little story involved. It's a great ride for the whole family. Everybody can ride it. Number 4, Mickey's PhilharMagic. This is by far the best 3D show I have ever seen in my life. It has all your favorite Disney characters. It doesn't have anything creepy crawly, which I like because I can't stand bugs even if they're cartoon. Can't do it. But yeah, it's really fun, family friendly, kids love it. Number 3, Mission Space. This is a awesome, totally cool ride. Real astronauts rode it and said this is the closest thing that you can get to experiencing what they experience. Basically, you're in a tiny little pod, so if you don't like small spaces, this might not be the ride for you. They have 2 different levels, so if you want more intense or less intense, you can do either or. But big tip for it, keep your head facing the screen. Don't look right or left, it can disorient you, and they'll tell you that when you get on the ride. But it's super fun. You get a position like the pilot or the navigator or the engineer, and you have to like push buttons and do stuff. It's pretty cool. I like it. Number 2, Toy Story Mania. This is a fun one if you're super competitive or not super competitive. You're basically sitting in a car and you have like, it's not a gun, it's like a cannon kind of, and there's a string and you pull the string and there's like a sensor to sense the target you're hitting, and you score points, and it's great to see who in your family is best at scoring points with this. It's a fun ride. And my number 1 must do is Wish's Nighttime Fireworks. This is at Magic Kingdom. This is one of the best, if not the best, fireworks show I've ever seen in my life. Again, must do. Totally. If you miss out on the fireworks at Epcot, or you don't go see Fantasmic, which I love that show too. I love everything about Disney World, what I'm talking about. But if you miss out on the other nighttime fun things to do, definitely check out Wishes. I'm going to finish up with a few tips on navigating your way through the park. Number 1, definitely use fast passes. This is great if you're going in a busy time of year. So basically what you do is you go up to a little kiosk and you insert your admission ticket to this machine, and out comes a ticket. It has a designated time slot for you to come back and ride the ride with little to no wait time. So again, that's a great option to do, especially if you have little ones that can't ride the ride. Then you use the fast pass option along with rider swap. Rider swap basically is if you have younger kids or people who are scared of the ride, you can go on the ride and one person waits with your small children while the other one rides it, and then you swap where the other person waits with the child and the other one rides it, with little to no wait time with that too. So that's a great option if you have small kids. Baby care centers are great for if you have a small child with you. You can go in there, and if you forgot baby food, they have it there. If you need a place to nurse or change diapers or whatever you need to do, just sit down and relax for a few minutes, read a book, you can do it there. The only other big tip I can give you is don't overschedule yourself. Just pick a few things that you definitely want to hit, especially if you're going during a busy time of year, just to make sure that you have, your goal and you reach your goal. So don't overschedule yourself, but definitely kind of have a plan in mind of what areas of the park you're going to hit and when, so you're prepared ahead of time. But just relax, have fun. It is a vacation, and I mean, you're never going to experience any great customer service like you do at Disney. And I believe that everybody should visit Disney World at one point or another in their life, and if not, go as many times as they want.